Guys, we have a big breaking news coming out. The New York Times just dropped a massive bombshell report. US president and Venezuelan president spoke last week. Alright, we're gonna see what's going on here, guys. Once again, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Once again, thank you so much for your support. This is a big breaking news here, guys. Very important news. We're going to see what's going on here. So it says the U.S. president spoke with Venezuela leader Nicolas last week and discussed a possible meeting between them in the U.S. Whoa. Nicolas coming to America? Nicolas coming to America. Imagine that. But they have a bounty on him, right? It's like $50 million. So Nicolas possibly coming to America. So U.S. president spoke with Venezuelan leader Nicolas last week and discussed a possible meeting between them in the United States. The New York Times reported on Friday, today, November the 28th, 2025, citing multiple people with knowledge. The newspaper added that there are no plans at the moment for such meeting. Reuters is putting out this information, but the New York Times is the one that's sharing all of them. Give me a second here, guys. We do have some updates. Hold on. I just pulled up some updates here. So the revelation, it says here, the revelation of the phone call comes as U.S. president continues to use bellicose rhetoric towards Venezuela while also entertaining the possibility of diplomacy. The Trump administration has described Nicolas as in a person that's not supposed to be in the spotlight, put it like that, who leads a gang organization known as the, I'm going to skip their names, an allegation Caracas denies. Now, since early September, the U.S. Gov has been bombing alleged drug boats originating in Venezuela and other Latin American nations, a practice that the left, scholars, and human rights experts have described as extrajudicial executions. On Thursday, the U.S. president repeated his previous threats to begin bombing land-based targets. So they spoke last week. Again, according to New York Times, they spoke last week. Now, Donald said yesterday, this was after the phone call, Donald said that pretty soon bombing could happen to Venezuela, which means it seems like the phone call didn't went well. There's a possibility. I mean, for him to say that bombing is still on the table, I mean, it just seems like things are not looking good. The land is easier, but that's going to start very soon, Donald told reporters. Neither the White House nor the Venezuelan Communication Ministry, which handles all press requests for the Gov, immediately responded to requests for comments. All this is tight-lipped. I mean, we're talking about one of the biggest war that could hit the fan, and they don't want this thing to get out of hand. So they don't want to talk to the media and stuff like that. Again, you guys already know how the media are. They're probably going to take the story and twist the whole thing around. All right, so give me a second here. All this information, like I said, is coming out right now. So I'm still waiting for some more updates here. So yes, it has been reported that by the New York Times, confirmed by other news outlets, that the U.S. president spoke by phone with Venezuelan leader Nicolas. The conversation reportedly included discussion about a possible meeting between the two leaders in the United States of America. although no such meeting has been planned as of yet. The development comes amid escalating tensions and increased U.S. military presence in the Caribbean for counter-gang operations, and shortly after the U.S. Commander Administration officially designated the Nicholas Gov a foreign organization. All right, so give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm still looking for more updates. All these look at this. All this is coming out right now. 35 minutes ago, New York Times. And then you have all these other sources that's putting out their information. All right, so. And by the way, I hope that many of you had an amazing Thanksgiving. I just got home from West Palm Beach, and I had a good time with the family. And yeah, I just got home not too long ago, guys. Got home a little early, but yeah, the family, it was amazing. Thank you so much for that. And almost 2 days off. Whoops. There we go. Almost 2 days off. And yeah, today's Friday, November 28th. So we do have a lot of leftover. But yeah, I pray that many of you had a blessed Thanksgiving. All right, so once again, we do have some update. U.S. President spoke with Nicholas last week and discussed a possible meeting. The newspaper added that there were no plans at the moment for such a meeting, which, if it occurred, will be the first ever encounter between the authoritarian Venezuelan leader and the U.S. president. The revelation of the phone call comes as Donald continues to use bellicose rhetoric towards Venezuela, while also entertaining the possibility of diplomacy. We already know all that. All right, so it seems like all of this is just the same thing. Geez, a lot of people are posting. You got Bloomberg, you got everyone here. And it seems like they all just copy and paste. Man, it seems like they just copy and paste. Yeah, it's all copy and paste. It's all the same stuff here. All right, so give me 1 second. Let me go on X and see if I could find some information here. So yeah, so even people on X is putting out the information here. Look at this one. Insider Paper just posted this. Donald spoke by phone last week with Nicholas. All right. So the New York Times, they just dropped the bombshell report 35 minutes ago. Let me just refresh the page. See if we get some more updates here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just looking for more updates here, guys. There's nothing on X. I'm surprised because people on X, they just literally just share all their information ASAP. So this is in Spanish by Victor. Según Publica, basically saying the New York Times has just reported something here. Give me a second. Just hit the translation. So this is coming from Spanish, I guess, news media. If I'm not mistaken, I think Victor works for, he might be a journalist. So it says here, according to the New York Times, the U.S. president and Nicholas spoke by phone late last week with Marco Rubio. Okay, participating. So we got some updates here. According to sources, they discussed a possible meeting. Now, this happened before the designation of the gang. So this happened before even Donald signing the executive order bill labeling all, again, the Brotherhood and all them as terror, you know what, organization. All right, so this happened before the designation of the gang as a T organization. So this is in Spanish, all right? So let's see what's going on here. It's crazy that they have the red horse out there. It's like the four horsemen of the apocalypse stuff going on here. Very nice. So it's the New York Times news article, and in order for me to read it, I have to pay for it. And I pay for so many subscriptions, guys. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It adds up. It adds up. Jeez. Yeah, the news is breaking out really quick. I don't think Nicholas would step foot in this country. I don't think so. I mean, it's just pretty risky. You know, if Nicholas comes and say, "Hey, I was invited," and then they arrest him, I mean, it's just pretty risky. This is what the New York Times posted. Donald spoke by phone last week with Nicholas. All right, so like I say, guys, I'm just waiting for more updates here. All this is coming out right now. Yeah, it seems like this. It seems like this is all of it here. I'm not seeing anything else. But I do believe there's going to be tons of updates. Let me go back on X. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Ooh. I'm going to have to bring this up. Again, this just happened not too long ago. Ooh, man, what is... A tanker belonging to the Bear Shadow Fleet is reportedly on fire off the coast of Turkey. What happened to the peace stuff that was going on? All right, guys. I'm not seeing anything else here, and Donald hasn't mentioned anything. But I wanna see what's going on with this news here, because this is also happening. So this is gonna be two breaking news in one video. So attack on two ships in Black Sea. You have Kawos and Varant. Unconfirmed reports say that the vessel was struck by mines, sea drones, and kamikaze boats. The Varant exploded and the Kawos is at risk of sinking. Crew members have been fully evacuated. Yikes, man, that's crazy. That's a crazy situation there, guys. And we do have some more breaking news here. Give me a second. The Bear, Russia is hitting Ukraine hard tonight, with multiple records expected to be broken or already broken. Oh, man. What happened with that peace stuff? All right, so this is all the information when it comes to Nicholas. Hopefully Donald gives us an update. But yeah. And by the way, guys, the National Guard that were hit 2 days ago, one of them has passed away. My condolences and prayers goes out to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. They're talking about, give me a second here. You have Insider Paper just put out this information. US National Guard hits suspect to be charged with murder. So I don't know. I guess Donald mentioned something. If I'm not mistaken, I think the death penalty or something. We talking about a sleeping giant National Guard, and I want to thank many, many, many of our military, National Guard, law enforcement. Thank you to everyone out there. Thank you so much for your service. My condolences and prayers to families and friends that lost their loved ones. All right, guys, it seems like this is all the information here when it comes to Venezuela. I'm going to keep you updated. As of right now, this is all of it. And, yeah, so hopefully Donald gives us some kind of updates. Usually Donald is good at sharing information when speaking to foreign leaders. He does share all the information about him and Putin and how they spoke over the phone for like over an hour. But when it comes to Nicholas, it's a whole different ball game. He's not sharing a lot of information there. I can understand why, because we are so close to seeing something hitting the fan in the Caribbean. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Till next time later. Peace.